Welcome back to Marketing Champions here in Daily Ad Brief. I'm Howard Walpuff, your host. Again, we're talking about marketing with marketing experts from around the country. Today, we're in Pelham, New Hampshire with David Wilson of Zozimus Agency. And David, welcome to our conversation today.
It's great to have this conversation with you, Howard. Looking forward to it.
Well, so am I. We're excited to learn a lot more about you. So why don't you start with sharing with us how you got started in the marketing industry?
I get started because many years ago, and probably too many to actually mention. I was working for a startup, and we're an internet provider at the time, and I developed a website for a client. And the client turned around and said, "Well, that's nice, but now how do you drive traffic to it?" And I realized that I liked the development and the strategy and the execution of driving traffic to a website more than I did designing. And that got me started from and from there I've consulted for some of the biggest brands in the country. I work with agencies in-house and also agency world as well as in-house. So and now I work for Zozimus. We're a digital marketing agency out of Boston. We do brand strategy, creative, PR, and digital marketing, which is what I head up.
Well, both of those pieces, creating the website and then driving the traffic, are two very important pieces of the puzzle. Very different, but similar at the same. So it definitely connects all the way through. And it was good that this got you your start in the agency world and in marketing. So right now, these days, when you're bringing on a new client, tell us about those first conversations and the things you focus on with them to help drive their story through the Zozimus Agency.
It's a great question. The very first, the two questions I always ask a CMO or the VP of marketing or the CEO that we're dealing with is, one is, what are your goals, right? So ultimately we have to drive some sort of revenue, whether that's leads or whether that's e-commerce sales. So what are those goals? And related to that also is looking and saying, what does success look like for you? So when we sit down in 12 months time and we're celebrating a fantastic year, what happened over the last 12 months in order for us to have that success? And I think that once we know that, it means that all of our marketing efforts that we do for the client are aligned with their business outcomes and their business goals. And that we find that is the best path to success for us, that wherever we're doing, there's a business outcome that's tied into it. It's not just website traffic, it's not just social media impressions. We're actually doing something to move the revenue forward on a company.
Now, each company is different. Each story that they have is different as well. You have to really tailor your marketing mix for them. But are there specific directions that you take campaigns that have been working better than most over the course of 2022 and now looking into 2023?
Yeah, one of the interesting things that we've been working on over the last 18 months is using data science and data analytics to really fund up our paid campaigns. So this is what I mean by that, is that there's been a lot of conversation in the ad space over the last 18 months about the depreciation of cookies and the third-party cookies going away. And what we found is that when we can work with a client and we can look at their CRM and identify these sort of the ideal customer profile, who they are, where they live, what their jobs are, especially where they are located. And then we can tailor ad campaigns for them. And on the B2B side, it might be at the zip code level. At the B2C side, we target on the neighborhood level, which are both very good to do. So for us, I think that's the big thing that's really helped projectors over the last 12 months is tying data science and into the ads expenditure that we have. It really reduces wasted ad spend, and we've seen a big improvement in performance.
Now, is there anything specific that you see coming up the pike that are methods that you want to be testing with your clients now to see if this can bring some even greater success?
I think the part of it is always testing messaging and images that's out there. I call it there's the TikTokization of the internet, and how that TikTok is forced Facebook to change its business model. It's forced Google to really focus on Google Shorts. So video has become so important. Even Amazon starting to use it just to show product better. So over the next 12 months, we expect to see a greater focus on video across the whole site buying cycle. So not only informational videos, but all the way down to, this is how our product works. This is who we are as a company. And the companies that can do really good video that's not overly produced, but is authentic to the user, we think that those are the companies that are going to be really successful, and that's a lot of where our focus and energy is at the moment.
Well, video really has been a big player in the industry and is growing leaps and bounds with what TikTok has done. So it really is a good path of success. Now, David, we thank you so much for joining us and sharing with us everything that you have going on. And thank you very much for being here.
My pleasure, Howard. It's been great.
And thank you all for joining us as well. Having the right agency that has the plan, that has the focus, that has an understanding, a real good understanding of how to get your business from point A to point B to point C, and has the track record to show that they can bring you success, really is important to help you. That's a new year, new opportunities, and hopefully really good ones for you and your business. Please check out more information about Zozimus Agency here on Daily Ad Brief, and go out and have a great rest of today, and I'll see you next time on Marketing Champions.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.